Hi, everybody. This is Bob Wolff with Andy Carey of the New York Yankees. Dick Televac just gave you the high side of these stories. Pal of yours?
Oh, yeah.
Dick's one of our choice after-dinner speakers here in town. A mighty nice guy.
I bet he is. He used to be in an organization. Very fine fellow.
That's right. He's with the Yankees at Denver and pretty talented baseball player, too. Andy, I had a chance to ask you something which captured my imagination just a few minutes ago. You told me that during the off-season you were engaged in doing things beneath the water. Is that right?
That's right, Bob. It's something that my brother-in-law took up about 2 years, and it's called skin diving. I don't know if they do a lot of it back here, but back on the coast it's becoming very popular. It's a funny sensation. It's the most wonderful sensation I think I've ever had, going underneath the water and seeing all these, I don't know, little fish, multiple colored and beautiful. Most of the time we went down there, we got a lot of bugs, which are another name for lobsters, and the biggest one we caught was about a 15-pounder, which I'd say would go about this big. Then we get abalone, and then we spear fish, and we get clams and almost anything that you want to underneath there.
Oh my gosh, how long do you stay in the water?
Well, they have this 70 cubic inch tank which will stay underneath the water. You can for about, I'd say about 45, 50 minutes. Then they have, that's just a single tank, and they're about, I'd say about this long, weigh about 40 pounds. And then they have a dual setup which you can put 2 tanks on, and then a tri setup where you have the 3 of them on. It just depends on how long you want to stay down.
How are you dressed when you do this?
Well, Bob, you have this for out in California during the wintertime. It's about, I'd say the water's about 57 degrees, and you have this rubberized suit that fits over you. It's a wet suit. In other words, it works on the principle that between your skin and this rubberized suit that fits skin tight to you, there's a little bit of water in there, and the warmth of your body will heat that up sufficiently to keep you under, well, I'd say in 57 degree, 60 degree water. I stayed in the water for as long as 4 hours at a time this winter. And I'd come out, I'd be a little cold, but I mean, it wouldn't bother me at all.
Do you have any special things you have to wear on your feet? So
Well, the suit itself, I had fitted to me, then I put it together myself. It comes right down to your ankles, and it has zippers here on both sides, and it covers up your whole body, but it's a tooth-piece, you know, I mean, you put on the top first, then you put on the bottom, and the bottom comes up to about here, and it comes up to your wrist right here. Then over your wrist you wear gloves, and the only part that is exposed would be your hands, which are covered actually with gloves, and your feet, which have these big fins on, I'd say about this long. Then you have the mask on. Then the only thing that would be exposed would be a little part underneath in here and maybe a little part up in here, and you have this covering your entire head too.
If you want to come up, what do you do?
Oh,
Turn on the
anytime.
light?
No, you're all by yourself underneath there.
You are? You just,
And,
just take off, huh?
Yeah, you have, with this suit on, you can, with a tank and the suit is so, so buoyant that it'll keep you afloat even with a tank on you. So what you do, you have weight belt that fits around you, and it regulates to the different person on how much he weighs. But I had to have about 15 pounds. And that works on the principle that when you get down to a certain depth, you'll stay there. I mean, you don't have to fight to get down, or it's something that's going to, the 15 pounds is it's not something that's going to take you right to the bottom or let you go right to the top. You'll just stay wherever you want to stay.
I see.
And just a few kicks and you come to the top.
Is there any danger involved in this?
Oh, like anything, Bob, there's danger in it, but if you use a reasonable facsimile of safety, that you'll come out all right.
I mean, suppose something happens and the air supply conks out.
Well, you have this reserve tank, which has a little lever on the side of the tank, which you can pull. In other words, if you're, say, down about 30, 40 feet, maybe down 50 feet, and your air supply, you can feel it. You can't breathe too hard. You just pull this extra reserve supply, and then you have 5 more minutes another to get up on top, which is a lot of time.
This is called skin diving, huh?
Skin diving.
What's the reason for this term?
Well, you wouldn't call it real skin diving. The word skin diving originated from the first part where guys just get on flippers and they just go down without the aqua lung. So I don't know, aqua diving, I guess you'd call it, Bob.
How'd you get started in this thing?
Well, like I said, for my brother-in-law, he's been at it for about 3 years, and I'll tell you the funniest experience was the first time I was going down underneath the water using the aqua lung and taking that first breath underneath the water. I mean, it's not being amphibious, you know, you're not used to it, so that first breath was my roughest part there.
Andy Carey, this is a fascinating discussion. I just wish we had more time. We haven't covered much baseball, but we certainly had a lot of fun chatting.
Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it.
Andy Carey of the New York Yankees. And now this is Bob Wolff returning to Jim Simpson.